Hello everybody. So this is Haidong from Alibaba Cloud. So welcome and let's get started. So yeah, so in the case of open source, so everybody wants to just stop talking and show me the demo today, and there will be lots of code today. So feel free if you're very interested and just get pulled. So first, let's have a brief overview of what is generative AI. So previously, we are having the discriminate AI, which means we can do sentimental analysis. We can understand if you're happy or not. We can do the object detection, like YOLO, to understand in this picture, this is a human or this is dog. But now, right now, we are being able to generate contents like emails, pictures, compose music. So what can we really do? So in the retail industry, we have identified in these four aspects: marketing and product, query on the visualization of the sales data, after sales events, and search and recommendation. If do the comparison between the traditional solution and AIGC solution. For example, in the marketing area, we need to design these product pictures. We need to design these descriptions. And these, we used to use Photoshop and human capital. But right now we are capable of doing this just via one click of Stable Diffusion, of Midjourney, or all these picture generation or text generation tools. For data visualization, previously in the data world, you need a data engineer to get the data. You need data analyst to analyze what is in the data. And you need data scientists to understand the conversion rate, to understand what we can do to boost your sales, to help promote your products. But right now in AIGC, we can directly chat with your database. So you no longer need that long chain of data team. You can just talk directly with your data. There will be a demo just to understand this. And after sales event, this is quite often when you hear so many scam calls. These are the same technology we are using for the after sales events. So we engage customers with 24/7 and also with the sentimental analysis, so you could be able to feel the emotion of that. And finally, search and recommendation. If you're a local user of Lazada and you scroll up, there will be a Lazada chat called a Lazy Chart, and you can just directly talk with it. For example, if you know what to buy, you can just go to search. But what if you don't know what to buy? Tomorrow is your mother's birthday. You are wondering, oh, what's my mom gonna be like? What is her favorite birthday present? So that's something the search bar or the recommendation service traditionally doesn't give you. But ChatGPT or our Lazy Chat, they can give you as recommendations of a senior female who would be loved. And that's something like this would give us, empower us via the generative AI. So much for the talking. Let's go directly to the demos. So for the text to image, there will be art design, entertainment, brand awareness, architecture design, user interface. These are the demos of what we can generate. And this is the demo of how we generate. So as you can see here, you put the prompt here, and you specify what is the pixel size and how many you want. You can just generate one batch of 4 and pick whatever you like. And these are, the models also can be selected, it can be customizable. So for example, if you love Laura, like a Web3 level or like cute cartoon icon, you can use the one model. But if you are more interested in like real life, you can just change to another model. Let's see. I think it's. Oh. May play. Yeah. As you can see, it will take some time and to generate all this image. So close-up portrait. This is how you specify the picture. Like, is it a close-up or is it a long-range photo or is it far away? And then Asia Princess. And finally, it's the setup of the picture. Like Is it detailed or is it in a cinematic detailed on face? So in this way, you can specify how you categorize this picture, how you want to generate this picture. This close-up usually is used in like a close-up scene of the cartoon image. So that's something how you can, we have a prompt library, and this is something we are embedded in your prompt making. And this is in an e-commerce platform. So for example, if you are an FMCG product company, you have millions of products every year, and you will be thinking, okay, I have a new product, and then I need a new set of marketing people to get my poster, to get my marketing materials ready. But however, if you are using this can bring you a new way and efficiency. This is your previous old product, like poster, and this is your new product. And then we can merge them together using your existing design assets and your new product's picture to generate a new asset, marketing asset with the existing marketing assets and your new product photo. So in this way, if you can see all the design can be changed, all the service, the text on the picture can be changed. It's an integrated marketing portal. So you no longer need some so many like marketing human capital. You can do the high level design and then high level of efficiency. Okay, so how we achieve this? In the bottom layer, we have the Pi algorithm platform. So if you have your own model, or if you have your own data science team, you want to train your own model, you can just use the bottom layer. So we provide the platform and MLops, like the whole tool chain. But what if you want just API service and web portal service? This is what we saw just now. And this is what we can provide. We can provide API service, we can provide web portal service to give all the client, like to give the previously the work of a data scientist to the work of data engineer to directly the marketing people, the stakeholders, so they can directly use the AIGC content to boost their marketing events. These are also some contents as we showcased here. As you can see in the first picture, the girl is holding the candle in her right hand. And now we are shifting to her left hand. So this is what AIGC can do with this model. And with this model, we have already the girl wearing the dress, and now we change the dress into pants. And in this model, it's a changing of style and clothes. For example, Laura is a model which is quite popular in the open source community. Previously is this kind of dress, and later on we change to this kind of dress. And here is the control net. Control net can control the outlook of the picture and to make sure the outlook doesn't change, but detailed in the style. In terms of style, in terms of layout, it can change. So in a summary, what we can do, and we have in an advantage, comprehensive features, API and web UI. So it doesn't matter if you're a coder, doesn't matter if you're just a user, anyone can use it, and cost and efficiency. Now let's see what, as we just mentioned, in the retail industry, we also want to know like how we can close up the loop of data scientist, data engineer, and data analyst. Like what if this morning CEO say, I want to understand this month's sales data, and nobody can provide, or the data team say I need 1 month or 1 week to provide. But in this case, you no longer need this. Take an e-commerce recommendation use case example. So for example, in an e-commerce company in Singapore region, we identified there's a type of clothes which is selling very great. This clothes style, maybe a dress. However, we want to see if this type of dress can be sold also good in Malaysia region. And this is something we want to recommend to the major users. But how can we verify our idea? How can we get the data? What kind of dress is very popular here? So previously we needed data engineers, and right now no longer. So as you can see here, we just hook up directly to our Postgres database and then ask directly show me the top 3 districts with the top sales records. And this is the SQL automatically generated. After it generated, we can just run directly to the database. So as you can see, the results come out. Okay, Asia, Europe, Africa region, it has the sales data. And this is exactly what we want to showcase with you. So the language model not only can chat with you, but also can generate code, generate SQL. And this SQL can directly plug in back to the database. So in this case, the language model not only needs to be able to chat or connect with you, but also it needs to know what we have, what data we have, what are the data tables, what are the fields we have. And that's something we do. We integrated everything together to our Alibaba Cloud, but also it's available open source. You can also do the connection from the open source to your database. And as you can see here, the SQL generation from a group by, from select, from all the complicated SQL operators, it can all support. So we want to do more emphasis on this. So as you can see here, we can do group by, order, limit, where, from, and select. So mostly we cover all of them. And this is the SQL which is generated, and this is a result which is a run result. If you have doubts on the SQL, you just go change directly, and then the results will change as well. So not only we can chat with our database, but also we can chat with the documents. So this is also a demo of chat with PDF. You can just go upload your PDF directly to, and then it will parse the content of the PDF. In this case, we are not uploading this data to the language model. You can have your own database, so you don't have the risk of data leak or data privacy. And then this is a document describing what is ECS of Alibaba Cloud, and you can just ask. But it not only can give you the answer, but also can give you the reference to make sure it's an accurate answer. There's a risk of AI illusion, which means it will give you random answers or answers which doesn't make sense, he made up. So this reference helps you to check with what is the original document say, and is it the correct way of answering this. So yeah, it's also, as you can see here, we emphasized here on the quote reference case. And it's also available on GitHub, so feel free to copy and paste to Git pull. And also we want to introduce our large language model on the bioinformation. So in this model, what we do is we can input the bio code of ATCG, AUCG, the protein series. And we use the like large language model, the language model, sequential language model to generate, to predict the 3D structure of the protein. So in this way, it's very similar to the work of AlphaFold, but specified in a small protein, like in a specialized domain. So yeah, this is how we like generalize from Luca to our biotechnology, the biodiverse world. So in this biodiverse world, we are all these proteins are all generated or derived from the Luca. And that's something which was very fascinating, and that's something which we are working on. So after we know the Luca, after we know the protein's sequential data, then we can predict the structure, 3D structure of the protein. And this 3D structure of protein finally will define the outlook, the appearance of if you have a green eye, a blue eye, a red eye, if you have a big nose or small nose. That's something that's very fascinating. And also it's much used in the drug industry. So for the new drug invention, all will be very much boosted via the 3D structure prediction. And this is our official GitHub. And this is the way how we make this happen. So first we have the data of all the sequential data and structured data. structure is the output, sequential data is the input, and then we do cross validation, and then we figure out the highlights, and then this is our AI modeling. We have the like by LSTM, and we have all this large language model embedded. Finally, we can predict the structure. After we having the structure, we can know the feature of it to identify the potential risk of the new protein or the new drug. And for the successful use case, as you can see for Lazada Logic chart, it's already online and everybody can just try it with your phone. The Logic chart is available with the newest version of Lazada. And then Daraz is also available. For example, as you can see here in this case of Daraz, what do I need for my suitcase for the upcoming visit of Dhaka? Dhaka is a city of Bangladesh. So in that area, it's mostly sunny and mostly that's why you need a hat. That's why you need also some normal travel cases. And this is some kind of domain knowledge which we don't have. And this is also the value of the e-commerce product, e-commerce platform, which can give you as a domain expert. And how we deploy it, this is the key question. So after we have described so many stuff, if I'm lazy, if I don't want to go through all the effort of deploying this, then you can just go to Alibaba Cloud, go to the computer nest, and click official use, just one click, and then you can have the URL, everything deployed. After you access the URL, what you will see, if you use stable diffusion, like text to image model, you can just plug in prompt, get the picture. If you are using the chat with PDF model, you can also just go into the endpoint and directly start using. So it's very simple, just 3 steps. First step, computer nest. Second step, wait for the URL, the domain to be ready and click in. And third step, just having fun with it. So that's pretty much it. Any questions for these demos? Yeah, if no question, let's proceed to the next slide.